Motegi! It is time to start the week out with ARCA at a very great oval that doesn't get used even close to enough here at Twin Ring Motegi. Very, very fun, unique oval. Very glad we were able to race this in ARCA for official series. Starting back here in 9th, got some work to do as the number 1 car. I haven't had too many laps of practice. And we try and keep it smooth, roll the bottom. 35 laps here.
The pace car is in.
And we'll see what we can get. Should be a good race though.
Green flag.
And hopefully it's clean. Turn 1, you can really dive it in deep.
Got one
I'm
outside.
going to try and be a little bit careful here on the start.
Still there. You're
It
clear
does get
high,
loose
clear
out of
high.
turn 2. So need to be careful chasing up the track. We get one spot there. Hopefully we'll be able to save tires a little bit. Make sure we back off early. Somebody gets a tap
Outside.
from the 4 car who did not know how to
Still
pace at
there.
the beginning.
Stay low.
I'm getting loose.
You're clear high.
And
Clear
4
high.
car is just going to plow through and wreck everybody, as he already did to the 11. We are in 9th still, apparently. I guess the guy that we passed on the outside was already behind us at the start. We settle in here, wait for tires to fall off a little bit. Not overdrive turn 3 and 4, which I've had a problem with doing. I'm not getting on the gas soon enough out of 4 either. I need to do that better. Working on it. I may do more than one race this week. I know Nick has said he's going to run a bunch of these just because the track is so fun, and I don't blame him. We'll see if I have time to run more than this one. I am going to be able to race NIS this week, which I think is Bristol Dirt. Overdrive that. Yeah, not really looking forward to the Bristol Dirt race. Maybe it'll be okay in the next gen cars, but I'm gonna run it anyway. Kind of all single file out here. Now, some people will be shifting, as I learned in Nick's video, but he went pretty well without doing that. Oops. So I don't think I'm gonna mess with it. Get around this 11 car when I can. When I can, I don't know when I will be able to. I'm gonna drag the wall, apparently. That screws up the whole corner. Bit of a gap behind us. The back half of the field were kind of off pace, but we were kind of the slowest of the people that are up here as far as qualifying goes. Keep overdriving turn 3 is not going to help things for me. Let's get settled back in here. Hopefully get around the 11, catch back up to the 5. The 11 starting to pull away from me now. Still some close racing up there. There could be some contact. That was a little bit better. Getting kind of pushy through the center, 3 and 4. One catches the apron. Really need to get around him as soon as possible. He's done that multiple times.
Outside.
Looks like he's just gonna let us go.
Stay low. All clear, all clear.
Thankfully, get that done. But yeah, he was doing that more than once and slowing down in the middle of the corner, so really good idea to get around him. Dive it in really deep. Hopefully we can catch back up. I am the #1 car, unfortunately. I think the 11 did the same thing again. Caught the apron and got loose. Because now the 6 is around him. I need to stop overdriving 3 and 4. I'm overdriving it bad. Can't figure out my braking point. It's probably the 100 marker, but here it's not. It kind of throws me off. You got 2 different corners, which is cool. Really makes it fun, unique track. It's like a big gateway, or drives a lot like Darlington, as Nick pointed out. A little higher entry, perhaps. Gotta be careful getting loose off of the corner doing that, though. Lots of laps left. A little bit wide on exit there. Need to be careful about that wall. Some too wide racing up there. May start moving the brakes back just to help 3 and 4 a little bit. I think I'm going too fast through the middle of 1 and 2 now, and I'm pushing out a little bit on exit, which isn't so good. I keep overdriving 3 and 4 really bad. I cannot figure out where I'm supposed to brake there. Need to get it figured out soon, though. Looks like Gabe in the #2 up there, falling back a little bit. Felt a little bit better, but we're not catching them very well at all, unfortunately. Car up there goes wide. That was a better 3 and 4. We just need to not overdrive, roll the bottom as smooth as possible, and I think we'll be okay. Hopefully we'll make up some positions. I haven't figured out 1 and 2 yet. Maybe I'm not diving it in deep enough. Alright, not really making much progress. I don't need to be clipping the apron like the 11 was doing. I start running wide. I am just not able to catch up. Still kind of overdriving 3 and 4. Pretty clean race up there, though, so that's cool. But yeah, it's a great track, but I don't have a lot of laps here because the official series is never at this place, like hardly ever. And Silver Crown ran here once when I was running that series, or the season after I ran them, and I unfortunately wasn't able to find a time slot to run them at this place. They would have been really fun. I think they're probably one of the only series that come here
20 more laps.
with some sort of frequency. I think the IndyCar maybe does as well. Getting that right rear involved, a little bit sideways out of the corner. Catching this guy up here just a little bit more now. 5 car. He might be hurting on his tires. We catch him a lot on the entry of 3 and 4 when we don't overdrive it. So I need to keep that in mind. I think I might just be going too slow through the center of 1 and 2. But it's such a long, sweeping corner, it's kind of hard to figure out where the apex is. Alright, we might be doing good on tires now compared to the people up here. Unless we start overdriving 1 and 2. Getting sideways in the exit, not going to help things. Five car blows the center of the corner, gives us a big run. Going to be several laps before we can get around them though, most likely. Careful now. Oh, contact up ahead.
Good day, boy. Sorry about that, man.
That gets them stacked up a little bit. Late contact here at an ARCA race. For a top split. Doesn't happen too often. Okay, we didn't get sideways through the center of the corner that time. That helped a lot. I'm going to look to the inside here, but I'm not going to be there. See if he leaves it open. He does.
Outside. Stay low.
We're going to get on a good enough run. Looks like we are.
Stay low. All clear.
He might have just let us have that. I don't feel like I was getting that much of a better run than he was through 3 and 4. There's another spot though. Alright. See if we can catch up to Gabe. Maybe. Yeah, hitting 3 and 4 helps a lot. Getting down to the white line smooth without scrubbing off too much speed. Way better than overdriving it like crazy. Still kind of awkward through 1 and 2. Got loose that time on me. See how much we gain here if we hit it correctly. Kind of overdrove it. Gabe's pushing out wide. Gained a little bit of time there. Gonna be coming to 10 to go soon. Still hurting in 1 and 2 for speed. Blue car up there goes wide. Might be the 4 car. You can tell Gabe's shifting. He's getting so loose off the corner. I don't think it's worth it. I guess it's saving the right front a little bit more on exit. But I don't think it's helping the runs at all. Just heating up the tires. Gabe overdrives it a little bit. It's not my best corner, but we gain a little bit of time on him. No need to hit the wall. We got a little bit loose on exit, but we don't gain much. Oh, we both push wide. He's gonna get a better run than me. Couldn't get on the gas soon enough. Something might have happened to the guy behind me. He's pretty far back now. Big movement up there for something. Gabe misses the bottom. We hit it well, get a good run. Do we look to the inside in this corner? I don't know. Tough to make a pass here, especially with how bad I am at 1 and 2. Getting much better runs than me. Let's see how we are off of this corner. He clips the apron and I'm clipping the apron. That wasn't a good corner for either of us, but he's still better than me. Eight cars kind of backed up to both of us. Felt like a good run through there that time. See if he looks to the inside. Don't have a lot of laps left. He's going inside. See if we can sneak underneath the 8.
Outside. Still there.
We do, but we don't clear him.
Stay low.
He's going to be boxed in a little bit. We're going to have to get a good run through this corner.
Stay low.
He backs off early.
All clear, all clear.
He might get a good run out. But I think he's going to be too far back. It's such a high-speed corner that there's not a lot of difference if you don't get a good run. That puts us up into 6th. Would love a top 5. We might get one with how aggressive and ridiculous the 4 is being. Kind of all over the place. That was a pretty good run, it felt like. Gabe's figured out 3 and 4 as the 9 goes wide.
Got one
We're
outside.
gonna get underneath them.
Stay low.
And so does Gabe.
Still there. 5 laps to go. You're clear high. Clear high.
Big run out of turn 1 and 2. We're gonna look to the inside. Are we there?
Got one outside. You're clear high.
We are.
Outside.
We overdrive it a little bit.
All clear, all
Not
clear.
going to help
Got
us,
one
but we're going to get
outside.
on his inside still.
Stay low.
I don't think he'll clear us into turn 1.
You're in 5th place. Good job, man. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Stay low.
He's going to fight us. Don't push out wide. Woo! Good race.
All clear, all clear. Got one outside.
I'm okay with him being on the outside of this corner. I don't
Hello.
think he's going to get a better run through the center.
All clear, all clear.
And that puts us up into 4th. Wes is just really far ahead. Don't know what the 7's doing.
You're 4th.
Happy, really happy with the run we're having. I think our tires are quite a bit better with how much we were underdriving it at the start. Not looking forward to trying to get around the 4 car though. Coming to 2 laps to go.
Alright, man. 2 to go.
Wasn't gonna throw it up there. He's really slow on exit, but we don't have anywhere to go. No pressure behind us. We can take our time. Not sure if we're gonna have enough time to get around him, but if he makes a mistake, we will.
Alright, man.
And that 7 car is right there as well, but
One more to go.
quite a bit further ahead. We look to the inside here. I don't think he's going to let us have it. Not the way he's been driving. No reason to let us have it there, though. Definitely. Get a good run out of this corner. A little bit loose. That's going to hurt the drive off.
You got one outside. You're clear high.
He
Clear
blocks
high.
like a ridiculous amount. That was just stupid. 4 car was driving like an idiot the whole race, so you'd expect stuff like that. I should have just sent him.
Thanks, Kobe.
Good run, Gabe. That was fun. Good win, Wes.
Like this time by.
Yeah,
There
man,
you
this
go,
track
man.
is blast.
Good
I love
job,
it.
driver.
Oh yeah, super fun.
Thanks, Gavin.
Yeah, Wes was way
Hey,
quicker
four
than
car,
all
why
of
don't
us.
you block a little bit more? Next time you might not end up unwrecked.
Yeah, he was a freaking idiot. He alt F4.
And he held us all up. Other
Oh,
than that, great
we
run
finished
again.
top 5. I'm happy with that. I wasn't. The 4
Agreed.
car was just stupid, but I could see that from the way he was pacing at the before we even took the green. So, and he alt F4s right after he crosses the line. Class act. Let's take a look at everything that happened out there. Great race though. 17 car. He's shifting, getting into the wall a little bit. 13. A little bit of net code there. The 8 was powering it up the outside and got the wall, and he was hurting on his tires later. Let's check out what my tires were. 72, 79. So yeah, we had some tires left. Zach really tore up his right front. Oh, 14's got some damage. Didn't see that. Maybe back out here on a new car. Looks like it. He's really tight on exit. Needs to be a little bit less aggressive on throttle. 22. Is that it? Well, good win to Wes. Really clean race. It didn't even show us what happened with the 4 getting sent, which he absolutely deserved to do. Is it this lap? Probably. Yep. So the 7 gets a run on him. Looks to the inside. Well, the 7 wasn't there yet, but that was kind of on the 7 there. But the 4 was blocking like a freaking maniac the whole race and all over the place. I don't blame him for that kind of stuff. I don't blame the 7, I mean. The 4 absolutely deserved to get sent. I'm sure he was blocking prior to this. But yeah, good race. Glad we were able to work our way up to a top 5. I was getting kind of nervous there with how far back we were for a while, but we were able to hold it together. Hopefully we don't lose too much iRating. That's the #1 car. But yeah, good win to Wes. He earned that one. Fun race. Great track.